what's good, everybody? What up, YouTube world? What up, hip hop heads? It's your boy SBX coming to you once again with another hip hop topic once again. And this time, I want to talk about the Hulu series Wu-Tang American Saga, and basically how I feel about this series, And to be honest, I've never thought in a million years that Wu-Tang will reconsider having a series. To me, I would have thought it would make sense if it was a movie, but instead, I guess they rather put it in a series. That way, they will slowly but surely talk about the perspectives of how each member of the Wu-Tang Clan had to deal with their lives before being famous or whatever. The struggles and the hardship, the pain, the everything, which is understandable in many cases. But to me, I feel like, in my opinion, I like where if it was on a Netflix perspective, where they give you all the episodes at once. That way you can watch it without having to wait every week to watch a new episode of a show. I like that format, don't get me twisted. Hulu is cool too, but this episode per day or per week or whatever, that shit is whack. Anyways, though, I want to talk about my perspectives based on the Wu-Tang Clan series, American Saga. Now, I feel that, in my opinion, I really thought that this series was pretty good, even though it's like 10 episodes or whatever. And I saw the series since September all through today, the last episode. I am a big fan of the Wu-Tang Clan, as you can know and see. But to me, I feel that, in my opinion, like I said, it's a good series to watch. But there are some things I feel like I kind of think is a little skeptical based on the actors, Like, for example, the guy who played as RZA, Ashton Sanders, if that's the guy who played as RZA, I don't even think that he looked like the RZA, because the RZA is not that dark skinned. The RZA is kind of like brown complexion, a little light, if you get me. The hair doesn't look right. I mean, he did have the braids back in the days or whatever, but it's not the RZA, His mannerisms don't even look like the RZA. Also too, the clothes, the whole fashion, I know they try to make it as 90s as possible, which that's understandable, but to me, like, it was always the baggy pants era, the baggy days with the tall t-shirts and baggy pants. I mean, niggas was wearing skinny jeans from the 90s too, but compared to the Wu-Tang Clan's look, it's like everything was really baggy. You get what I'm saying? So the RZA, the guy who played as the RZA, Ashton Sanders, didn't look like him. I feel like the guy who played as Ghostface Killer, Sadiq Saunderson, if I'm not mispronouncing his last name right, but to me, he has the face of Ghostface Killer, but his physique doesn't match the original Ghostface Killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, the mannerisms, it do kind of have that vibe of him, because based on his rapping and watching certain behind closed doors of how Ghostface Killer kind of reacts, he has that tough bravado. You get what I'm saying? The mannerisms, I have to say, really fits how the guy Sadiq played as Ghostface Killer, but he's a little skinny. You get what I'm saying? And Ghostface Killer, he's more bigger, if you get what I'm saying. And then, speaking about bigger weight, also the guy who played as Raekwon the chef, I think it was Shamik, if I'm not mistaken, or Janelle Young, whoever it was. That guy who played as Raekwon the chef, he didn't have the physique either, because Raekwon is a big dude as well. You get what I'm saying? Not as big. I mean, Ghostface is not as big as Raekwon the chef is. You know what I'm saying? But the Golden Grill, okay, he got that point. But not Ghostface, but just Raekwon, his teeth was a little crooked, just like the Nas days. You get what I'm saying? So his mannerisms, no, not exactly in a way, because let's be real, like Raekwon is a little bit more wise compared to the character who played him in the movie, in my opinion. And lastly, Joey Badass, who played as Inspector Deck, I feel that maybe he make a good Inspector Deck. You get what I'm saying? But the lyricism is okay because Joey Badass is a rapper as well. The only people who actually nailed their characters right is rapper Dave East, who played as Method Man. Now, despite the fact that compared to the original Method Man and Dave East is, I think, half Dominican and half black, and Method Man is just straight black. But all I can say is that he does look similar like Method Man, which that's understandable too. But when he tried to rap as like Method Man, it doesn't have too much energy. You get what I'm saying? But he does nail his character pretty well. And lastly, the guy who played as Old Dirty Bastard, ODB, Old Dirt McGirt, rest in peace to him, Marcus Callender. I think he did a phenomenal job playing as Old Dirty Bastard. The mannerisms, the way how he rapped, the way how he act, how crazy and reckless he is, he did a good job. At first, I thought they would have let his son play as Old Dirty Bastard, but instead, basically Marcus took the cake, But hey, either if it was his son or him, they will both kill the part. But anyways, basically the whole concept of the Wu-Tang movie is about how the RZA and Ghost and everybody else was struggling in the hood, living in Staten Island, which is in New York. Shaolin, what's up? Come from neighborhoods, each neighborhood was beefing between Stapleton and Park Hill, which I know about these places, even though I don't go to Staten Island or never been to Staten Island, but I do know about these two places. Excuse me, dropped my phone. But anyways, guys, this is basically their true perspective. How in the beginning, Raekwon shoot up Ghostface Killer's house up, almost killed and shot up his family, basically his two disabled brothers and whatever, and they got into war with each other. So it was kind of like a mixy situation where every hood is against each other, and you have the RZA, who is Bobby or whatever, and pretty much he has a passion of music, which the real RZA pretty much have. So in other words, he tried to make a honest living, making a dream to be a musician or whatever, being a rap artist and making dope beats or whatever. So anyways, it's like he has another side of him where he kind of like had to be like some type of drug dealer with basically with his brother Mike, who pretty much was on the streets, and he was on a hustling tip and trying to make ends meet with his family or whatever. But it's hard for them, RZA didn't have that lifestyle to be a thug. It was not in him. So he decided to try to make it work by try to hustle with his brother, selling drugs and hustling just to build some studio time or whatever, getting different equipment for his music. And you know, in the beginning of things, it's like everybody's kind of shown out or whatever. So throughout different episodes, you get to see Method Man. You meet him at the Statue of Liberty store. Also, where basically you see Inspector Deck and all that stuff, and they go through a lot of stuff. And then RZA had his 15 minutes of fame, traveling to different cities just to promote his songs or whatever. He had a name called Prince Rakeem or whatever, which that was RZA's original rap name or whatever, and it really wasn't flying or whatever. So I can tell that shit was gonna flop, basically, because I've seen the video, if you can see here.
Oh, we love you, Rakeem. Oh, Rakeem.
Time is moving slow, life is a drag. There's money to make and more girls to bag. Fully aware, so I step up on the square. Looking for what? The cootie and the I love them all. But even though I'm rather happy, I should have said no. But yet my ego gets into the way. And know it's something that I'll never say. I just bag on, keep them under my wing. Put them in a posse and let them all sing.
But yeah, my point was is that you already know that that almost killed his career. Well, in the beginning, it seemed like it killed his career. But basically, the good idea is that he had gotten an ODB. He had Inspector Deck, Method Man, Raekwon. But, you know, Ghostface, he pretty much will come in a later perspective. But, you know, basically, Ghostface was kind of like dealing with his dirt, trying to be hustling in the streets. Found out he made his girl pregnant, having a little romance going on, and break up to make up type of thing going on, dealing with his family, his 2 disabled brothers, and a mother who don't show no type of love at all, or whatever. But yeah, you know, the only thing that is kind of like, I feel like what was missing, like I said, from my perspective, based on the series, is that, you know, one, where the fuck is you God? And even though they had Capadonna in the police scene where Mike was in jail or whatever, but again, he only was shown on that one part. But they're missing, like, you God. I guess it's because of the fact that RZA and you God are not in good terms with each other as of right now, and You God wrote a book about RZA and talked about a lot of crazy things and having their own opinion about each other, and things clash, which is understandable, but you can't hide the reality and the truth of how the Wu-Tang work, you know? You're shitting on the fans and you're shitting on the people who don't even know about the true story about how the Wu made it, you know? So, I don't know, because it's the first series, you know, the first season of, you know, American Saga, the American Saga of the Wu-Tang Clan. But to be honest, it's like, when is, you know, You God ever gonna be shown? When are they gonna show Shaheem the Rugged Child? You know what I'm saying? And everybody else who were like affiliated with the Wu-Tang Clan, you know? And to be honest, it's like, I wonder if they ever gonna bring the grave diggers in the game too. They're gonna be featured, you know. But anyways, guys, I will say that it is a very good series. For where, like I said, the costumes were not, you know, persuasive enough, because it looked like some early 2000s Walmart. Not early 2000s, but late 2000s, this generation, like, they just pick up the fucking clothes from Walmart for Ghostface Killer wearing a fucking polo or whatever, compared to what he wore during the 90s era, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, The costumes was not convincing enough. The actors who play certain people on the series. Why am I saying fucking movies? God damn it. Pretty much in the series, certain people did not play the part too well. You know what I'm saying? It's my opinion. Take it how you gonna take it. Take it or leave it. I don't give a shit. It's a good series, well written, but it just doesn't fit the true concept of the Wu-Tang Clan's nature. But anyways, guys, I am done. Please leave your comments on the comment sections below. I'd like to know everybody else's opinion based on that. If you're a Wu-Tang Clan fan, how you feel about them, who's your favorite Wu-Tang artist, do you feel that they're gonna make another season or whatever? Do you think that they should, replace some people or whatever? I like to know everybody's opinion, man. Y'all know what to do. Hit that bell icon, share, like, and subscribe to my channel. SBX wrapping this up. Thanks for watching. Peace out, and Wu-Tang forever.